Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a big one: how to go from someone who just messes around with AI to someone who actually creates real, tangible value with it. Let's get right into the blueprint for mastering AI. Okay, let's start with the big question because you've probably wondered this yourself, right? We all have access to these amazing tools like ChatGPT and Gemini. So what's the difference? The gap between a casual user and someone really building a career here, well, it isn't about having more tools. It's all about having the right strategy. And this is the fundamental shift you need to make right here. It's about moving from being a passive consumer to an active creator. An AI user might ask for a recipe, but an AI power user, they'll build an app that scans a photo of your fridge and generates recipes for you. See the difference? It's about understanding the system so well that you can build products, automate workflows, and solve actual problems. Now, what's really interesting here is that becoming a power user doesn't mean you have to learn like 100 different apps. No way. The secret is actually much, much simpler and way more powerful. It's all about building a rock-solid foundation on just two key pillars. And these are the pillars that are gonna make you unstoppable. First, you've got to understand the engine under the hood, the core tech. And second, you need to master a strategic set of tools, your modern-day toolkit for building. You get these two right, and believe me, you are on your way. So let's start with pillar one, the engine. To really build with AI, we have to pop the hood and get a sense of what actually makes the stuff run. Okay, at the highest level, the big picture, we have artificial intelligence. This is the whole dream, right? Creating machines that can think, reason, and learn in ways that feel human. It's the entire field. So how do we make those machines smart? Well, the main engine driving pretty much all modern AI is machine learning. See, instead of giving a computer a fixed set of rules, we feed it a ton of data and let it figure out the patterns on its own. It's how AI learns and gets smarter over time. And then deep learning takes it all a step further. It's a really specialized kind of machine learning that uses these complex structures called neural networks, which are, you guessed it, directly inspired by the human brain. This is the tech behind the most advanced stuff we see, like facial recognition or generating incredibly sophisticated text. Now, this foundation makes some incredible specializations possible. You've got natural language processing, or NLP. That's what lets you talk to an AI in plain English. And then there's computer vision, which gives AI the ability to see and understand images and videos. Remember that idea of an app that generates recipes from a photo of your fridge? That's computer vision making it happen. Okay, now for pillar two, the toolkit. This is where we go from theory to practice, and we start talking about what feels like a modern-day gold rush. This analogy is absolutely perfect for understanding what's happening with AI right now. Think about it. During the gold rush, sure, some miners got rich, but the real fortunes were made by the people who supplied them with the essential tools, the pickaxe, the pans, and of course, durable Levi's jeans. So what's the big takeaway? It's this. The biggest opportunities today often come from being a shovel seller. And what that means is using your AI knowledge to build the tools, create the solutions, and provide the services that help everyone else navigate this incredible new technological gold rush. And here they are. These are the modern shovels you need to master. Think of it like a workflow. You start with research, using something like Perplexity to gather and synthesize info at lightning speed. Then you move to creation, using models like ChatGPT or Gemini to brainstorm ideas, draft content, even write code. And finally, for development, you use no-code platforms like Google AI Studio to build actual applications without having to write a single line of code. This is how you build the shovels. Okay, so you get the pillars, you see the opportunity, but how do you actually start building? Here's a clear, simple 3-step action plan to put it all together and really transform yourself into an AI builder. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful cycle. First, get comfortable with the core concepts we just covered. Second, master how you communicate with AI through structured prompting. That means learning how to give it specific roles, context, and rules to get exactly what you need. And third, and this is the most important one, build stuff. Don't just learn, do. Automate a boring task at your job. Build a tiny website that solves a small problem. This is how you turn knowledge into real skill. So there you have it. You have the blueprint to go from user to creator. The tools are more accessible than they have ever been, and the opportunity is absolutely immense. The only question left is the one on the screen. Thanks for joining this explainer.